Our vision is to elevate 10,000 families to self-sufficiency by 2030. It's a bold and very audacious goal, but our community deserves that. We have not seen the poverty rate move here in our community for generations. That is totally not acceptable. I know it's not acceptable for me to know that as I love this community, I do not want the children that are coming after us to be able to suffer the same fate or face the same challenges. So United Way is really investing in solutions that allow us to kind of break that cycle of poverty by attacking needs from a two-generation, a multi-generation approach, working both with the youngest citizens, with our youth, with our children, but also making sure that we're serving the families and making sure that we have them secure and stable. Are our kids ready for school? Are they showing up at third grade with the necessary skills that they need? Are they graduating from high school with the skills that they need to either join the workforce or to pursue higher education? And then finally, looking at that important metric of whether or not more people are able to afford resources they need. But because we didn't get to this problem overnight, we also know this is going to be a long-standing solution that we need to be putting in place. It requires changing the way that we offer services for families. It's changing the way how we work with families, and also the types of services that are available for families. And that's a type of commitment that's long-standing for now and for years to come that United Way, that you can count on United Way to do. In order to elevate families to self-sufficiency, it will require two things. One is truly a partnership of understanding what families need and a commitment to answering those and attacking those problems at the root. And number two is making sure that we invest in collaborations and partnerships that make that happen. The real magic at United Way happens when people come together. And that to me is the thing that always makes me excited about the work that we do, because none of these good things that you see out in the community happening ever occurs because one person or one agency did something good. When we bring partners together, when we're investing in more than one way to attack an issue, we're able to look at things in a very holistic and a very comprehensive manner. We pretty much are saying we understand what families need. Why? Because we've actually listened to them. And we've actually applied what we know about why families struggle. And when we approach our work with that much sensitivity, and when we invite others to join in that movement, we change the experience for the family, not just how they interact with people, but also the type of service that they provide.
Hey, you found some cash you didn't know you had. Just imagine the change that you can make with a little extra money. You could use it to buy a book, but where's the change? When you give to the United Way, every dollar generates more than $14 in resources that help prepare preschoolers to learn, right here in our valley. That's a lot of change for our children. You could buy some healthy local produce, but where's the change? When you give to the United Way, you help fund community gardens and wellness programs to inspire a lifetime of health. Your dollar grows 10 times to ensure our children face a bright, healthy future. That's a lot of change for our youth. You could take your cash to the bank, but where's the change? When you give to the United Way, each dollar multiplies 4 times for educational programs that help families in your community find their financial footing. That's a lot of change for families. When you give to the United Way, every dollar makes $10 worth of vital change for families all around Roanoke. Sign up today for a United Way payroll deduction at work or make a donation online. The United Way, the value of a dollar and change. Visit uwrv.org to learn how to get more change for a dollar.
What we know families need are programs working together in partnership and working with them to get them to where they need to be. And United Way has been focusing truly on partnerships that will create solutions for families and eliminate barriers to their success. And so 90% of United Way's funding is truly focused on making sure that we have these partnerships set up in the community that work directly with families, identifying their needs, and then eliminating those barriers by connecting them to other partners and to access the services that they might need for success. Now, the remaining 10% are really for some of the basic needs that we know any family in the community will rely on. Their basic needs like housing, health care, and other things that allow us to have stability in our day-to-day lives. Without that foundation, it would be very hard for any family to be able to reach and go to the next step. So those two investments need to work in tandem. And when they work together, they create really the stair steps for elevating any family to self-sufficiency.